Ooh, I wasn't supposed to be playing that. No, I wasn't supposed to play that. Get up in here. Let's go. Let's walk in the light, get some money. I want to get higher, fulfill my desires. I want to inspire, cause I've been through the fire. And on weekend I'm tired. What's up, Lisa? I want to go higher. I want to walk in the light. I want to get higher, fulfill my desires. I want to inspire, cause I've been through the fire. And on weekend I'm tired. I want to go higher. I want to go higher. Still maintaining. The world's still changing. Still light in the dark. In the light in the shining. Niggas still hating. Still finding loopholes in the matrix. Still grinding for greatness. Still praying that we all gon' make it. Blessings on blessings from lessons on lessons with patience. We all can go get it. Ain't all this hating. In all this division, my niggas, we all can be winning. Past, the present, the future, I feel it through my intuition. Yeah, Jesus with me fulfilling the mission. I feel it through my composition. Yeah, I'm paying attention. You know that I'm listening. On the mountains, I'm seeing the vision. Every time I'm just spiritual stitches. In my heart, I just set the intention. In the dark of my life, in the witness. Often guided by spiritual reason. I just work with the gifts I was given. Yeah. We all been blessed with these gifts. Divine gifts. The sun used theirs to profit off our people's pain. And even with all their riches, they still ain't free. Those empires, they falling. Me, I'd rather walk in the light. I want it. I want to inspire. Cause I've been through the fire. I need something to drink. Go higher. I want to go higher. I want to walk in the light. I want to get higher. Fulfill my desires. I want to inspire. Cause I've been through the fire. And on weekend I'm tired. I want to go higher. I want to go higher. Hello, Tanika. RJ, I can't do that. Get up in here. Get up in here. How y'all doing? Let's get to cracking this code. Yeah. Now, some of y'all, I know y'all up here because y'all see money. Y'all see money. Y'all say, oh my goodness. Money, she gonna tell me how to get paid. Give me that money. Money. Hi, pretty lady T. Hi, Mason. Hi, Nisi. Hi, Raquel. All right. Money. We unpacking money in the birth chart today. How do I find my money? Why some people rich and I ain't got nothing? I can't keep a job for nothing. I done filled that 50,000 applications in my lifetime. None of them lasted more than 30 days. Let's look at that. My day is going amazing. Lady T, thanks for asking. Pretty lady T at that. Pretty lady. Yeah. So, if y'all haven't caught the previous couple of videos, I break down what is a natal chart. The natal chart is a snapshot of the sky at the time of your birth. Where is each planet and luminary in the moment that you're born? So that's a simple answer to what a birth chart is. And the inside of the birth chart, you have y'all gonna smoking is bad for your lungs. That ain't what the doctors say. They listen to my lungs. They're like, how you get them to sound like this? It's a secret. It's an ancient Chinese secret. But anyway, I don't know what happened here. I stopped this thing from moving. It's like something came in here and turned it to move again. Hold on. Bam. Right there. Now, each this thing possessed. It's doing what it want to do. I didn't try to stop it from moving. It keep moving. Stop. Stop. So, uh, each of our birth charts have planetary placements, and we all have houses. There's 12 houses in every chart. If you missed that video, please go back, watch the video so you can get caught up. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about if you're watching this video, because if not, I'm just going to sound like I'm just babbling. So, if you have not come to the basic knowledge of what is a birth chart, how does it relate to you in your life, this is probably a good time to exit because you're going to be just confused. But you're more than welcome to come back when you're up to speed. Okay. So, money. So there are there's several placements that are like pretty consistent for money, right? Intuition, right? You see with intuition, a lot of it was around Pisces and Neptune, right? And in the 12th house, right? And so here with money, we are mostly going to find money in the second house, the 8th house, hierarchical, the 10th house, and your 11th house. Okay, so these are the places that you're going to be looking to unpack your money issues. What did God say about me and prosperity, and how is I supposed to get it? Everybody's instructions are a little different. And so you may see someone else doing something for money and you might try it and that might not work for you. Okay. And they might blow up, you know, like social media, right? You got all these content creators, hi Raquel, but not everybody is made to become rich off of social media. Not everybody's going to get rich off of clothes. Not everybody's going to get rich off of selling travel. Not everybody's going to get rich off of building something. Okay, everybody has something different. So let's break this down, and I'm going to start with the most prominent placements that point to prosperity in people's charts. All right, and so number one is the second house. We're going to start at the top of the chart, the second house, right? The first house is identity. Second house is our possessions and our resources, our money. Give me my money. I need my money. Give me my money. Yeah. So when we look at the second house, what planets are on in your second house will determine. And there are 3 planets that mostly show up. Well, not mostly. If you got these here in your second house, then you got that money. Okay. Number one is Venus. Venus is the ruler of Taurus, and Taurus is the second house ruler. Okay, so Taurus is the second house. So money, resources, right? Venus, the ruler. If that is setting in your second house, give me some money. Now that money could very well come because of people's attraction to you, Venus, because you're beautiful, right? So like a beauty, you might be like a beauty star or like a model or some type of, beauty figure. You know, you might sell beauty products. Jupiter, if Jupiter is there, okay, yes, I'm in America. If Jupiter is there, whoa. Now, what's Jupiter, right? Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, optimism, and expansion. So Jupiter in the second house, where money obviously is, right, would expand your resources. So these people can probably get a lot of money. Yeah. I know a guy who has Jupiter here, and he is like in hit lotteries and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just it's always an expansion. The next one is Pluto, transformation. Yeah, because you could go from rags to riches a lot of times. Because let's say you look beautiful and you just get a rich husband. Those type of people probably have Pluto, Venus, or Jupiter in their second house. So the second house and what planet is there will definitely determine if you gonna get some money. No money. Give me my money. I want my money. All right, now let's look at Jupiter. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, luck, and all of that, right? So if Jupiter is sitting, what house, right? We talked about the houses already, the second house, the eighth house, the 10th house, or the 11th house. Yeah. If you got Jupiter in any of those houses, give me my money. Big Juke gonna come through for you. You know what I'm saying? You probably one of them people, hey, how you doing? Who can, win scratch off tickets all the time. Oh my goodness, I hit the jackpot. I spent 50 cents on the scratch off ticket and I just won 50,000. That type of thing can happen if you have Jupiter in these placements. Okay, in the second house, Jupiter, which Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, right? Everybody keeping up with that? Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So if you have Jupiter or the sign of Sagittarius in these houses or placements, then you could probably get to some money. Okay, the second house. Why the second house? Because it's the house of resources and money and possessions. Hello. Okay, the 10th house. The 10th house is our career. What kind of work do we do? Your job could enhance or your public standing. If Jupiter is in your 10th house, could help you get some money. Yeah. So now, with Jupiter in the second house, it could be your looks, it could be your stability, it could be something like that will get you the money, right? 8th house, it is Jupiter in the 8th house is going to be other people, inheritance, other people's money, 8th house, the occult, death, rebirth, that type of thing. So it could come from a death, like your family member died, and you just became a trust fund baby, or some strange person that you did a good deed for, leave you all of their life savings and stuff. Jupiter in the 8th house. Jupiter in the 10th house could be your career, your work, something that you personally do, or your public standing could expand your value and worth. Okay? Especially if you are in right behavior. Now, in the 11th house, Jupiter would give you friends, because this is our social network. 11th house, social networks, our friends, that type of thing is the 11th house. So if it's in the 11th house, woohoo. Okay, now you could benefit in finances. Maybe you got a rich friend who invests in a business that you have, it blows up and just like expands, like bigger than you could have ever thought. Something like that. Venus. Next is Venus. Venus is money and pleasure, right? And it rules Libra and Taurus. That thing good. Now, Venus is in your second house, which it rules, or in your 10th house or 11th house. Okay. Then guess what? Or if you have Libra or Taurus there, you give me the money. Now, how do you get the money though? These people get money through art, beauty, social networking, second house, beauty, art. 10th house, their public career. Now, these people typically are in a career that involves networking. So are you a sociable person? And if you are you using it in a way that provides or produces money for you? This is Venus in the 10th house. Or Venus in the 11th house, your social charm. You could potentially meet someone who socially advances you because of your charm, because of your beauty, because of your grace, because of your diplomacy, Libra like energy, right? Or Taurus energy because you're practical, you're safe, you're loyal, you're stable, and so your friends feel confident pouring into you, right? Pluto. Pluto is the planet of transformation and change. So Pluto in the second or eighth house is literally a rags to riches type thing. Okay, this person can go from busted and disgusted yesterday to they all of their life dreams just came true overnight. And there's a couple ways that this could happen. Now Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and if you put Scorpio depth, um, transformation, secrecy, mystery. Okay, it could be a mystery how you got the money. It may be a mystery even to yourself how you got the money, because it could come by inheritance, other people's money, in like any kind of way. Like you just walk down the street and you found a briefcase full of money. You know what I'm saying? You got into a car accident where somebody, unfortunately hurt you. Transformation, right? Just rapid change that changes someone's life, right? That would lead to riches, right? Pluto through transformation. Pluto in the second or eighth house. Um, so the other thing is these people can become rich through effort, right? How they adjust to drastic change will have a lot to do with how they acquire money. I got my board here because I got to stay on task for y'all. I gotta stay on task for y'all. All right, eighth house. The eighth house, other people money, investments. Okay, so people investing in you, investments that you make, that pay you from something somebody else is doing, serving people, right? But here, eighth house, which is the house of Scorpio, Pluto, Venus, or Jupiter here would make money, right? Pluto, through drastic change, some kind of transformation. Did you go from being a street pharmacist to some business owner? Did you now you're creating clothing lines, or now you're creating beauty products or something like that? Like a transformation, okay? For the Jupiter, for Jupiter, it could be just luck. Luck. Somebody died, got in a car accident. It could have been bad luck, right? You did some good deed. You invested in something like maybe crypto or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it returned for you a major investment. This is how these type people could get money. Displacement also points to a lot of skills for long-term money making. Mm-hmm. These people ain't looking for no get rich quick scheme. You know what I'm saying? They're like they were willing to put in the work. Venus, back again, love, right? Some freaky deaky love. Like this could be like a sex worker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like one of them type people placement would be something like this, because Pluto in the eighth house, getting other people money, getting freaky, deaky, kinky, squeaky, yeah, y'all get the idea. People with strong eighth house placements like a stellium in the eighth house would be blessed with a lot of money. Okay, especially if that stellium is like earth energy, so like Mercury, Venus. Let's say they have Mercury, Venus, and Saturn in the eighth house, a stellium, right? Then that's three placements in the eighth house that are all Earth dominant because Earth brings money. It's all money is of the Earth. It ain't of nothing else. Trust me. Ain't no money in heaven. Next is the 10th house. The 10th house is our public career as well as our public image. Like, you know, what the public see us as. How do we show up here in the public? And it's the house of Capricorn. Y'all know Cap is all serious. It's serious, long-term building, growth, focus, foundation, blueprints. You know what I'm saying? They got everything got to make sense. Earth sign. But if you have the sun in the 10th house, Jupiter in the 10th house, or Venus in your 10th house, then get what? Yeah, you can get that money now. The sun represents our ego. So how do these people get money? Through their ego. They probably got a big ego. Such a big ego. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody can't be big ego and get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people can. Some people, their ego is what put them out there in the screen and they can get that money. Some people, let's say Jupiter, you know. So, or the other thing is, let's say that they had a Leo sun, Sagittarius Jupiter, a Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, Leo, Venus is Libra, and Taurus, right? So if those are in the 10th house, that would be a person that is very successful or bound for success. And that success comes from or via their public image, okay? What they are seen as in the public. Next is the 11th house. Now, the 11th house is our network of friends, family, and our long-term goals. So this is the house of Aquarius. So these people, if you have Jupiter or Venus here, okay, then you would have money expanded from friends who love you because of luck, because of an overflow, because the things from our 10th house flow into our 11th house. So like, let's say you meet someone at work and you become friends, or you meet someone professionally and then you become friends, and now they trust you and they want to ingratiate you with gains, or they help you get a promotion, or they, you know, drop your ear in the right place, in the right space at the right time to get you the right kind of check. You know what I'm saying? That would be 11th house, Venus or Jupiter, or Sagittarius, Libra, or Taurus in the 11th house. Strong Earth. People who have Earth placements, which are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, strongly aspecting or influencing your chart, it is highly likely that you will be good money managers. May not necessarily be money magnets, okay? But in the 2nd house, 6th house, or 10th house, these people would make strong money managers. So you know how to manage and budget and be responsible with the resources that you get. So you may not be like, oh, I got a whole lot of money, but at the same time, these people are not hurting for money and they're able to keep money responsibly and to be a good steward over the money that they get. Next is the North Node, which is your destiny point. So if your North Node sits in the 2nd or the 8th house, then it is highly likely that you give me my money. You got some money, baby. Okay, now in the 2nd house, this money could come from your personal gain and resources. It could be like your life mission, or not life mission, but life destiny to become rich because of the way that you look, or because of the things that you have done in life, or because of the things you have sacrificed in life. Those type of things would mean it be in the second house, North Node in the second house. North Node in the eighth house again would be like some kind of transformative thing, like something, you hit the lottery, got an inheritance, you tripped, slipped, and failed somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ran over your toe at the job, and you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing like that, and then you're gonna get this big lump sum of money. Now, the thing with money in the chart is, let's say that your career, let's look at the 10th house, right? The career. This is where I find a lot of people are struggling, because in the 10th house, it tells you, okay, what is an ideal career for what is your public work? And a lot of people miss that, because let's say I work with a couple guys who are truck drivers, and they love driving the trucks, but the truck driving does not align to their charts. Yes, it gives money, but it is never fulfilling for them because it's not aligning to the chart. The 10th house tells you what kind of work you should be doing. So some of us, that's technology. Some of us is teaching. Some of us is networking. Some of us is being a public face. Some of us is being a singer, using our voice. Some of us, it is, to dance, move our body movements, right? Everybody has something different. What is in your 10th house, and how is it aligning to what you actually do for work? If you are finding that you're not consistently happy with what you're doing for work, check that out. The other thing is, there are some placements in here that are not so obvious. It's not just to say that the only people who are going to get money are the people with these placements. That's by no stretch of the imagination what I'm saying here today to you. What I'm saying to you is that these placements here are the most prominent for wealth acquisition and accumulation. That's what I'm saying to you, right? Now, everybody's charts is different. So understanding where yours is, so that don't mean you get mad at somebody, because some people, they're not supposed to make money for a long time. Some people won't get money until they on their way up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I gotta do that to make myself see it. The next one is, so let's unpack some of the ones that are not so obvious, but they're there, right? Our part of fortune, right? We haven't talked about the part of fortune yet, but I will talk about the part of fortune in the upcoming video. Or you can feel more than welcome to, and I highly suggest that you do, search part of fortune in a natal chart. What is your part of fortune, and how do you acquire wealth? Where is your wealth? Right? Fortune. Part of fortune. Where is my part of fortune? Because where your part of fortune is will help you to navigate acquiring it. All right. So, part of fortune in the 2nd, 8th, 10th, or 11th house. Okay. Money, career, and social circles. So if you're part of fortune, and it doesn't matter what your part of fortune is, so your part of fortune could be in Libra, in the 2nd house. Ooh la la la. That's good money. Now, this person probably makes money from somebody they done married to take care of them. Libra is a very sensual sign, a very feminine, and well, not necessarily feminine, because it's actually a masculine sign, but it is able to surrender, and it likes to be swept and taken off its feet, right? Part of fortune in the 8th house. Part of fortune in the 8th house, again, you could get the money by some unfortunate event. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I was working at this job, and I had put the thing in the machine, and my arm just went all up in the machine, and it just chewed my whole little front of my arm off. Part of fortune in the 8th house could make that possible. Part of fortune in the 10th house. All right, let's say you have part of fortune in Leo in your 10th house. This person is a star. They are meant to be a star. They're meant to be on stages. So let's say that they're working at McDonald's behind the scene. They're not gonna ever get rich. They're not even aligned to their part of fortune. Okay, so you have to understand what is yours. 11th house. Let's say that you have Pluto in not Pluto, Scorpio in your 11th house. Okay, you can get money from like probably like a OnlyFans page or something. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. You will, yeah, something explicit or something. You know what I'm saying? That where your part of fortune would be. Now, somebody else's might not be there, and if they tried to do it, it would not work, right? And that's why everybody is not getting rich the same way. Another way to see riches in the chart that is very not as obvious is if the ruler of your ascendant is in the second, eighth, or 10th house. So let me explain what I mean by that. The ruler of your ascendant. So let's say your ascendant sign is Leo. Then the ruler of Leo is the sun, right? The sun rules Leo. So if the sun, the ruler of your ascendant, is in the second, eighth, or 10th house, this is a sign of prosperity. Okay. Moon in Taurus or Cancer. These people getting money. Okay. Why? Because they just focus on some other stuff. Cancer, because they are able to intuitively know what is a good deal for them, and so they're able to make safe investments and things like that. With Taurus, I said Cancer already. With Taurus, they are all about money management, stability, and making things grow in that manner. So if you put that in the moon, then these people are very emotionally tied to their practical success, so much so to the point that they are very responsible and diligent with finances, be it their own or others. Saturn in the second, eighth, or 10th. Now, this one isn't as obvious because Saturn will reward you or punish you. Like a lot of people think Saturn is just all about discipline, but no, it also will pay out if you have right behavior. It disciplines if necessary. So if you have Saturn in your second house, eighth house, or 10th house, these people typically get money later on. So, like, let's say in the second house, Saturn in the second house, people probably get money like later on in their life, and they get it because they've like built a career that is like, real long standing, and they've gotten promotion after promotion after promotion, and they've been able to save resources and wisely invest those resources. These people are never ever going to be like the get rich quick type person. They're not going to be that rags to riches story. These people have to earn their riches through discipline, consistent effort, and work. Saturn type energy, right? And so, yeah, I worked with somebody who had that plan, and they was like, so you mean I'm not gonna get no money? Yeah, you're gonna get money. It's just how do you get the money, right? Some people are born to just be like a Shirley Temple. Some people are born to have to work a little harder at it. Maybe they might have to be an independent artist and put in the hard time, effort, and energy on their own and discipline themselves to stay consistent even when nobody's showing up so that they can get their money. Give me my money. People who have an earth stellium. I think I touched on that earlier, but earth stellium. So if you got a heavy earth chart, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, which is stellium, more than 3 placements of these things, then you probably have a good chance of having money, stability with money. You may not be overnight rich. You may not just get like some billions of dollars by some hap chance, but you will be and are financially stable. If the stellium is also in your second, eighth, no, second, sixth, or 10th house, sixth, the earth houses. Okay, second, sixth, and 10th, which is the earth houses. So if you have a stellium in those houses, so let's say you have Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and the Sun in the second, sixth, or 10th house. What is that? A stellium, 3 or more placements in an earth house. Okay, those people get money through discipline. Okay, hard work, discipline, staying the course, showing up for themselves, having a plan, and executing it. Now, Capricorn. If you put Capricorn in the second, eighth, or the 10th house, hey, listen, you got some money. Okay, Capricorn loves to plan. It's all about long-term stability. Now, the thing with this, again, Capricorn is slow, it's methodical, it's precision, it's focus, it's determination, it's ambition. And so these people may make money at a slower pace, but they're still getting the bag. Okay. Mercury in Taurus or Virgo, especially if it sits in the second or sixth house. Why? Because those are earth houses. Okay. Now, if you put those together, these people will be very ambitious about money. They're going to go after the bag. They're going to chase it. They're going to get it. They got the power to get money. Okay. Uranus in your second, eighth, or 11th house. Uranus. Now, here, the money, you could get money, but you could also lose a lot of money. Right? So like you might get money fast, but unlike those earth placements where the money is slow and steady and stable, Uranus's money can be like hit and miss. So these might be like business owners who they might get $100,000 check in the first quarter, and now they're not gonna get nothing until the next year because they took a loss on what they got. Okay, these people are usually risk takers, and so they're making investments that are risky, and they are doing things that could potentially lead to losses as well as big wins. And so their money could be transformative fast, okay, and probably in a rebellious nature. Drug dealers probably have these placements. Rebellion. They don't like authority, right? They don't do what I want to do. So they might get a lot of money, but then they lose it really fast, right? Potentially. So the other thing is any fixed signs. So that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius in the second and 10th house. And why is this? Because fixed signs will stay the course. Okay, they will stay the course on their goal, meaning to get the money, even if that means they have to make some changes. I might have to change my job. I might have to change my location. I might have to change my approach, but I will not change my pursuit of the money. And so these people ultimately will get money. Now, for those people who have the more prominent signs, a lot of people think, oh, because I got this placement, then I'm just going to get some money because I know my placement. I'm going to tell you now, to master your chart is to put in a lot of conscious effort and work at perfecting who you are. And perfecting who you are requires being conscious of who you are, aware of who you are. What are your strengths? What are your challenges? You're not going to just show up today and get in the game because, oh, well, I got Jupiter in the second house with Taurus, and so I should just be rich right now. Well, actually, you're going to have to put in some work so that Jupiter will have something to expand. And that means that there has to be an effort practically on your behalf that supports getting money. What is that for you? Because look at your 10th house. What is there for you? And how does it align to your pursuit of money? When you understand these things, you can unravel your own particular blocks to prosperity. You could break the chains of generational chains and cycles and curses of poverty. But if you just ignore it because you too cool and you got too much time doing some other things and you need that money right now and you ain't got time to put in, then ultimately you're really leaving a lot of money on the table. Because are you truly getting what your potential is in accordance to your contract? I can tell you that that doesn't happen unless you're in alignment to the assignment. So I'm the Police Saint. That's the video today. Those some of the placements of money. Go get your birth chart. You can get it for free at cafeastrology.com. Just go and put in your information. Make sure that you have your time of birth so that you can know your houses as well as your part of fortune and things like that. But everything else, the planets, you'll know the planets and you can see the planets without the time. So if you don't have the time, go ahead and still run the chart, but make it your business to get the time so that you can have a complete chart. Don't go out here trying to let people talk about, oh, I could, what do they say? I could progress the chart or whatever they call it. God gave you a time. The hospital recorded it. Every state has a documentation of it. Get the actual time. Don't guess around with it. Don't play around with it. Because in reality, if you have your houses off, and this leads to identity crises because the first house is your identity, right? And if you don't know what that is exactly, and somebody just guessing, telling you what they want to tell you, or you got the wrong time as to somebody, you know what I'm saying? That could cause a lot of commotion and confusion. And for those of you who are already like skeptics, it's definitely necessary that you have the whole complete picture and are aware of what you're looking at. So before you go out here trying to spend thousands and thousands of dollars trying to get a coach or an astrologer or somebody to help you with these things, you should be first aware of what it is so that you know the direction that you need help in. So I'm the Police Saint. I hope that this helps somebody somewhere today to better understand yourself and how to get that money, baby. How to get that money, because we all get the money different. How do you get the bag? Where are your placements? And how do those amount to prosperity in your life? And how are you aligning to that? And remember, just because you know the placements doesn't mean that you're automatically going to flip a switch and become rich. There will be some work to do because if you're out of alignment, you definitely have to bring yourself into alignment. And that takes practice, it takes discipline, and it takes effort. So pat yourself on your back if you are here and you understood what I'm talking about and you done looked at your chart already and you're like, yeah, and you put it together. If you have having a hard time doing that and you're not really understanding what I'm saying or how to put this together, feel free to go over to my website and book a free consultation over there. I will lead you how to understand yours. Okay, I will give you a snapshot. 15 minutes it'll take me. I will tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, God. So with that being said, I hope this helps somebody to go a little bit further and a little bit higher in your journey. Because listen, we can all get trapped up in love and money. Where is the love? And where is the money? I need money. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna close out today's video. I can't remember what I said the next video was gonna be about. Let's see, money. I got it wrote down, but I know the money was next because everybody wants to know about the money, the money, the money. We already talked about love. Now let's talk about those North Nodes. How about that? Our life purpose. I will unpack the North Nodes next week in next week's video, and I will go through and I will do all 12 North Nodes, what those North Nodes mean, and how they impact our life and how each of them are definitely necessary in the evolution of Earth. I love y'all. I hope this helps somebody to be great today. I feel great. I feel like $1,000,000 in the hand of a faithful steward. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited for what's coming up. And I have some great things to be sharing with you guys. Look forward to my, I do have a new page coming out that will be separate because I have to kind of separate. I'm learning I got separated because if not, YouTube, they won't keep me in an algorithm. I don't need to be in the algorithm. How people gonna find me if I ain't in the algorithm? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm having a good time over here. I finally done cracked 230 some subscribers. Thank you to you guys. You guys are lovely, beautiful, intelligent, loving, kind, thoughtful, considerate, blessed, a blessing, and I am grateful. And I can't say enough how grateful I am. It has been a slow trek, and I am enjoying every step of it. So, with that being said, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for talking to me on the video. Thanks for your engagements, all of that good stuff. Likes, shares, comments. I appreciate it. I wish you guys the best. Make sure that if you have any questions about this stuff, that you feel free to go ahead and drop it in the video. I see y'all stop talking to me now, and that's okay. I'm kind of out of wind at this point, so I'm going to actually end the video. But if you have any questions and I can answer them for you, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I will definitely answer you. If you find your placements and you're like, oh my goodness, how do you get up in here? Yay, yeah. Your African brother, I just reported your little channel. That's fine. Do that. Nah, 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 nah. If that's what make you feel good. Hello. So with that being said, make sure that y'all are loving yourselves. Go out today. It's Big Kids Sunday. Go out today, do that thing that makes you connect to the inner little child in yourself, that little boy, that little girl that needs you as an advocate and a support system. And that's why we do this work. I love y'all. I hope that y'all stay positive. I love you too, brother. I love a good joke. I kind of took it as a joke when I sing your name because I know that any brother with a name like that, and you got something better to do, but you do like to have a good time. I can feel energy. So blessings to you. Peace and wellness to everybody who is seeking that. I hope that this information is helping to liberate somebody out there. And like I said, if y'all want an opportunity to get this information in a very hood style, what's good style, what could be understood style, going over to my website and book you a consultation. I love y'all. Peace and wellness. Stay kind. And don't forget to be kind to yourself this week. Hug you, love you, be kind to you, even if nobody else will do it. Take care.